This was an effort by a number of people in the community. The current mayor, Shirley Gibson, and the former county commissioner, Commissioner Betty Ferguson, were very instrumental in making sure that this area that we now call Miami Gardens became its own city.
Before we became a city, we really had no place to go to effectuate change in the sense that we needed it. We had no control of a very important piece, and that was the revenue and the resources that was generated from this community, nor did we have any control over how we could actually go out and apply and try to get resources.
Many of the residents were very uncomfortable or were displeased, I guess is the correct word, with the services they were and were not receiving from the county. So therefore the incorporation effort started, and actually it started right after the Dolphin Stadium was put in our backyard.
I've lived up here 50+ years, and I can tell you I've seen this area transition in many ways, and most of them have not been in a positive way.
Before incorporation, the crime rate was at an astronomical rate. There was a very slow response time. Also, the services that we received just did not come up to par with the taxes that someone like myself, who actually lives in the city, was paying.
When this city started, it was trash all over the place, all over the roads. Nothing had been done to upgrade any of the look of the city in years and years. And the council felt it was important that we change the physical look of the city to make it inviting for other people, and to make it, most of all, to make it inviting for the people who lived here, and to preserve their property values by making the city look better.
In the past, the county did not spend enough time focusing in on this area or give it the proper planning attention.
Citizens are beginning to have a lot more pride in their resident, and that's being depicted by the way that they're keeping their properties now. Whereas before the incorporation, folks had gotten despondent.
One of the programs that we currently are running is a housing rehabilitation program. One of the biggest priorities for our residents was the fact that the housing stock, or the age of the housing structures, was very, very old, and a lot of the units needed rehab or repair. So that particular program provides up to $35,000 to remedy code violations or housing quality standards.
As a resident of the city of Miami Gardens, I wanted to see my community to be a better place. I raised my children here, and I wanted my children to have a place that was safe for them, a place that was safe for my entire family.
I spent 32 years with the Miami-Dade Police Department. And during my career, I was able to patrol various parts of this county, for that matter. And so I was able to see how other communities were able to thrive and make themselves feel safe and to accomplish things. And I just felt that we could do the same thing up in the North Dade community. And so when I heard about the effort to incorporate this area, that's when I joined in after I retired from the police department.
Everybody's running to the different shops in other cities. You want that for your own home. You want that for your own area. And so my personal involvement was to see that my area would increase with beautification, with better development, with better schools, with better everything, rather than running to other areas.
And so we developed a very innovative, comprehensive plan for the city. It was very different in the way it depicted future land uses, very simple, easy to understand, and we won several awards from state and national organizations, planning organizations.
Miami Gardens incorporated into a municipality, and I can tell you that I see the great benefit of that. I see a greater police presence. I see more activity in the parks. I see great improvement in the area as a whole. What they're doing with just the visual things like trees going up in different places, and the beauty it is to walk around the park near the library there.
Well, presently, there's just been a huge development boom within the city, particularly within the past, I'd say, 2 to 3 years. We've gotten 2 major retailers, the Walmart stores. We've purchased a great deal of property within the city. We have started doing park improvements as part of the Parks Master Plan. We have $36 million invested in doing capital improvement projects within the parks. We've started our first major project, which is formerly the Carroll City Community Center, now called the Miami Gardens Community Center.
Once we can get this community center, so we have a place structure for some of these young people to participate in some positive activities, I think you will begin to see a different change as well.
Feelings of safety. I just felt that if we had our own police department with officers who are committed to us and can spend time with us for an extended period of time rather than being transferred in and transferred out, I just felt that we could do a better job of providing public safety for the residents of the North End community.
We had a public safety issue, and we knew that we needed to have our own police department. Now, that is a major piece of this city government, and I say a major piece because of the cost factor. It's the most expensive department that we have. And we knew it was going to be a major challenge to do that, and we were going to have to really expend some resources to get in the best qualified officers to come here and to help us to get that police department up and running.
And I'm certain that the men and women of the Miami Gardens Police Department will face these challenges, these many challenges, with great honor, with great dignity, with great pride.
It has made a difference. People view the city differently now that we have our own police department, and our residents and our businesses really tell us that they feel safer, and that is very important for people to feel their personal safety is something that people are very concerned about.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
We realized that it was not just enough to clean up and paint to get this city where it needed to be. We needed to have the kind of venues that would create a great sense of pride in the place where we live. We had to have a couple signature events. We wanted to kind of bring people in from the outside so they could also see what we were doing, and also to have people proud of the fact who live here. These are some of the things that our city they produce.
I think that is very necessary for these events to continue because it definitely inspires and motivates the youth and also the citizens of the community to believe that there are people in the government locally that care.
I mean, people come to me now and say, Mayor, I just want to let you know I live in the city of Miami Gardens. I love my city. I'm proud of how it looks. I'm proud of Jazz in the Gardens. I'm proud of MLK Day. I'm proud of Miss Miami Gardens Scholarship Pageant. These are the things that we're doing. I mean, people really are talking about it, not only locally. I mean, people are talking about the city of Miami Gardens around this country.
My name is Andre Clemens, and I am Miami Gardens.
Hi, I'm Anthony Leshewski, and I am Miami Gardens. My name is Clarence Dukes. I'm the owner of Wing Zone, and I am Miami Gardens.
We could not have a city without the cooperation of the business community.
From day one, business has been booming here in Miami Gardens. Customers have been coming by religiously. I have several repeat customers. The food quality, I have no complaints with that, and Miami Gardens has been a blessing for me so far.
At the end of the day, I believe the city will be no better than the quality of education and the residents resides here, because an educated consumer, educated resident, to me, is a much more viable person. They can engage better. I think they get a greater sense of community. They get a greater sense of the responsibility, and they begin to prioritize what is most important to a city.
In a vision, I'm looking at the future of this city. So we have to turn to our children, and we have to start to teach them and show them that they are the future. And we have to create programs in which they will be apprenticeship for them to come and really able to take over the city, because we are not here forever.
The challenge is certainly quality education here. Public safety is a challenge. And also continue to grow the business base here is a challenge, and we have to do that because we have to bring in businesses who contribute greatly to our tax base.
One of the big things that we've done in the last 5 years is to turn the city around to where instead of owing money, now we have an emergency reserve fund of almost $10 million. So it's been a huge turnaround in the last 5 years, and the goal was that council set was to make sure that this city is on the fiscal pathway to be remaining healthy and being a viable city and that can survive into the future.
Miami Gardens don't do it unless we do it first class, or we don't do it at all.